All right, let's touch up on an article about bringing cursive handwriting back. That is definitely what I am for, and I'm going to read this article all about it. Let's begin. Erica Inger has something of a dark past when it comes to handwriting. The future elementary school principal got a C- in cursive in the fourth grade, but she's ready to follow the curvy ups and downs of a new California law that requires the teaching of cursive writing, which has been cast aside as obsolete in the digital age. But cursive is making a comeback amid concerns that learning to use a keyboard had superseded handwriting skills that are, let me go this way, that are important for intellectual development, and also that a new generation of students could not write or read the following words of historical documents. All letters and family recipes. The ability to sign their name in cursive is important for future job applications, writing checks, signing medical forms, obtaining driver's licenses, and voting, said Assembly Member Sharon Corca Silva, a former teacher who sponsored the new law. Every child should be exposed to learning as well as the benefits of cursive writing. The research on cursive is hotly debated, with some experts saying that it leads to academic gains. Other academics insist that such benefits have not been consistently shown or not shown at all. There appears to be broad agreement, however, that the typing should not replace extensive instruction in handwriting in some form for young students, and even if printing is good enough, cursive is enjoying a resurgence. At Longfellow Elementary School in Pasadena, fourth graders already are careful practicing their loops, sliders, and slides and curves. For some students, it's a great alternative to printing, and it helps them be more accurate and more careful with the writing, said Ingber, the school's principal. And then for others, it's just another thing that is difficult for them. Across the country, cursive writing had been substantially abandoned for more than a decade in favor of teaching elementary school students to type after they learned to print letters. This anti-cursive trend was reinforced in 2010 when many students adopted the influential Common Core learning standards, which had dropped cursive entirely. My cord is kind of in the way here. Under the Common Core framework, states had limited flexibility to where we got to teach. Get this out of the way. Teach any skill that fell outside that curriculum. So many chose not to require cursive. By 2016, only 12 states mandated learning cursive. Since then, however, 11 have reconsidered and restored cursive, with the latest being California and New Hampshire, according to a site that tracks cursive instruction. Even before the new law took effect on January 1st, cursive was a California learning goal in grades 3 and 4, but the state and school districts had not enforced its teaching or tested to see whether students had mastered it. Moving forward, handwriting instruction for grades 1 to 6 is to include writing in cursive or joined italics in the appropriate grade levels. The law says the directive leaves room for flexibility. Pasadena, it's getting dark here, unified, let's get this over here. Pasadena Unified will begin cursive in second grade, setting aside first grade for students to learn to print. Inger recalls that her mother was shocked that she would bring home a C- in anything, handwriting or otherwise, but the setback did not prevent Inger from becoming a teacher, teaching cursive herself, and becoming a well-regarded principal. Pasadena United is in Pasadena Unified is in the process of purchasing materials to comply with the cursive law, because many publishers had stopped including it in their material. And Helen Jan Hill, the district's interim chief academic officer, She said that even so, Ingber knew just where to turn for a glimpse of the cursive future. Room 214 and fourth grade teacher Tyler Brooks, who aced cursive as a child and never lost her love for it. Brooks has never stopped teaching cursive. Last month, she announced the beginning of cursive lessons, and excited oohs and ahs reverberated around the room. Apparently, none of the students had learned cursive in third grade, although a few had experimented on their own, and they were eager to write in this grown-up way. People like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and of course, we know very well Alexander Hamilton would really be super excited if they came in and saw what you're doing. Brooks told them, because you're starting to write like they learned to write, and you're actually ahead of some adults and some college students because they haven't learned how to do this yet. 9-year-old Muriel Shalalfi saw the upside. Sorry. When I learned cursive, I could teach my dad and mom and my grandparents and everybody. Brooks projected signatures of people familiar to all the students: the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., Walt Disney, Taylor Swift, and somehow Vincent Price. When you're able to write in cursive, that's something that you can own for yourself. She told students you can make it any way that you would like, as long as you're following the rules. Of course, I've seen Ms. Ingber where she writes her signature and it takes like 2 seconds to do because she's so good at knowing the rules. The teacher also projected an image of the original U.S. Constitution written in cursive. Being able to read historical documents in the original form is another benefit of learning cursive, which also helps with handwritten holiday cards and letters from grandparents. Oh, it's dark here. Yeah. Yeah. Grandparents. She said, plus cursive is easier on the hand and faster. In printing, she noted you start from the top down, whereas cursive goes from the bottom up. Handwriting, the argument goes, reinforces reading skills such as visual tracking, reading left to right, as well as capitalization and punctuation rules, spelling, and vocabulary. Okay, my thoughts. Well, I definitely recommend learning to cursive write because I think learning cursive writing requires you to write faster, which is also very good for brain health. Okay, so that's my opinion on that whole. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Bye.